Welcome back to our channel.
Yes, welcome back. What do we do here?
Well, we do whatever.
Yes, we do whatever we want. Pop culture
Yes.
philosophy is a bit of our tagline. Basically, that's us taking a deeper dive or a deeper look into the art that we love, whether that's music, movies, TV shows, anime, whatever.
Right now, I think we're doing mostly like just music corner, MJ corner, and vinyl vibe.
Yes, and today's segment is a vinyl vibe, which is basically us going down the yellow brick road, the memory lane of the classic era of music, from the 40s, 50s, 60s, and just, chilling with you guys and listening to some classics out there. And today is very special because we're doing an artist that I just recently got into, Frank Sinatra. Who's that? I think he's a nobody. No, I'm just kidding. Frank Sinatra is on the level of like the Mount Rushmore of the greats, of the icons, of the musicians that changed not just music, but changed the world around them. They came into this world and they left their footprint on it, and they will forever be remembered. And Frank Sinatra is one of those guys. Like, there's Michael Jackson, there's Frank Sinatra. Like, these are the legends that are born. And I'm so excited to be doing this. I have a bit of a personal touch when it comes to why I'm getting into Frank Sinatra. Maybe I'll share that in a video in the future. But I've just been, like, this past year, I've just been getting really into Frank Sinatra. And you have not.
No, I have not. I'm okay with it. I'm just neutral.
I feel like Frank Sinatra is like wine. I mean, either you like wine or you don't. And when you get into wine, it's more of like, as pretentious as it sounds, it's more of like a sophistication, like when you drink wine. And
Okay. I am probably just an uncultured swine.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I understand, right? Because I remember hearing some Frank Sinatra when I was like a kid, and I was like, I was just like indifferent when it came to it. But for some reason, man, I don't know, Frank Sinatra's just hitting, man. Like this past year, I just like every song I'm hearing by Frank Sinatra, I love. And like,
you're just going through like a classic phase.
Yeah, and Frank Sinatra is slowly becoming one of my favorite musicians. But I'm really excited about doing this on like this segment of the channel because I want to do more Frank Sinatra. But today we're doing a song that, I mean, I'm pretty sure most Frank Sinatra fans are aware of, but it's from an era and from an album that was, I wouldn't say polarizing, but it wasn't one of his iconic albums, and he definitely did change his sound. So you've heard me play Frank Sinatra in the house, but this song, I mean, his voice is very iconic, so you will recognize that it's Frank Sinatra, but the song itself, like the sound of this song isn't really classic Frank Sinatra. But this is honestly one of my favorite Frank Sinatra songs of all time. Like, this is like my top 3, top 4 favorite Frank Sinatra songs. So I'm very excited for you to listen to this. And this is from his album called Cycles that came out, I believe, in 1968 or 69. I'll put the right date above my head, but this is from an album that I guess he changed his style quite a bit on this album. It definitely wasn't that malt shop era sound, that vibe, that classic 1950s kind of like like that 1950s sound that you're kind of like familiar with Sinatra, because I listened to this album quite a bit. So it definitely is a departure from his previous work. But let's just get on to it. I'm really excited. I don't want to hype this song up too much to you, but I'm really excited to like actually get you to finally listen to this song. But yeah, it is Frank Sinatra. The song is called Cycles from his album Cycles. So yeah, let's get on to it.
Let's go.
So I'm down.
Oof.
So I'm
Oh man, it's already hitting me.
but so are many others. So I feel like trying to hide my head neath these covers.
Okay, my God. This is actually...
Life is like the season.
Oh,
After winter comes the spring.
my God.
So I'll keep this smile a while and see what tomorrow brings. I've been told and I believe that life is meant for living, and even when my chips are low, there's still some left for giving. I've been many places, maybe not as far as you, so I think I'll stay a while
Oh.
and see if some dreams come true. There isn't much that I have learned through all my foolish years, except that life keeps running in cycles. First there's laughter, then those tears. But I'll keep my head up high, although I'm kinda tired. My gal just up and left last week. Friday I got fired. You know, it's almost funny, but things can't get worse than now. So I'll keep on trying to sing, but please, just don't ask me now.
Oh my god, that was actually good.
Oh, God, you're actually crying. Oh. Wow. Did not expect you to cry. Not gonna lie. Ooh, someone got very emotional.
Yeah, that was actually good. I was expecting to not like this very much and be hated in the comments.
All right. So, yeah, what'd you think of it? I mean, obviously you liked it, but
So, I actually know about Frank Sinatra because I watch a lot of movie news, and he's very iconic and legendary. So I knew of him because of that. But I actually kind of expected that I would listen to somebody who's young, who's suave, who is like, is like trying to like get girls. But listening,
which she could.
yeah. But listen to this. I actually cried just because it kind of reminded me, or it made me feel like someone who's so much older, like a grandpa.
Wiser.
Like, yeah, like someone really wiser who's like talking to me, telling me life is just a cycle. Like, pain doesn't last, happiness doesn't last. Like, don't worry about it. Like, life will just go on. And I actually believe him. Like, whatever he's like telling me, I believe him. Because like for someone like who's young, who would tell you like, it's like, it's okay. Like, it will be fine. It's going to be good tomorrow. It's like, I don't believe you. But this one is like a guy who knows what he's talking about, who I can really tell that he's been through a lot, that, he actually believes and knows what he is talking about. I actually believe him. So yeah, that is what my thought was. And like, I really love it. It really touched my heart. I did not expect to like this at all. I expected to be bashed for not liking Frank Sinatra. But I actually really love this.
Yeah, I'm really happy that you love this song. Just because, yeah, you're right. I mean, I wouldn't call him my grandfather. I mean, it was in the 60s. He was still in his prime. But I get what you mean, though. I mean, like, that's actually, like, I never really thought of it like that. It is like, because like Sinatra, again, please don't roast me with, but I'm just saying, like, from what I understand, again, Sinatra was huge in the 40s and the 50s, and the 60s is kind of when he kind of got a bit of like a rejuvenation as well. I think he was kind of like not falling off, but like the music scene had changed in the 60s, where this type of music wasn't as popular. It was kind of like, oh, that's just for like my parents, right? You know, the 60s was more about the next generation. So I like the song that it is a legend singing a song to like the next generation, saying that things will be okay, things will be fine. You know, first there's laughter and then there's pain, but life comes in cycles, and that you know, for every up there's a down, for every down there's an up, and it's like the seasons, right? Like one season doesn't stay here forever. And it's just a beautiful sentiment, you know. It is kind of like, you know, as metaphorical as I can be, it's like a legend, like a god talking to its people and being like, you know what, man, like this isn't forever. This pain that you're feeling isn't forever. This bad luck will run out, and you know, the cycle will continue, and you will be up again and you'll be down, but just understand that that's life. And man, I love this song because it is a man kind of, not, I wouldn't say towards the end of his career, because Sinatra was just making music forever, but to me this is kind of like a man that had released so many albums and so many iconic songs that he has that experience, he has that edge to really give that advice. And to me the song just hits me on like a different emotional level, because first of all, I can feel his, not pain, but I can feel his raw emotion in this song. It's very solemn. It doesn't really build up to a crescendo, which when I first heard the song, I thought it would have, just because I'm used to slower sounding songs kind of building up
to something.
But I like that it kind of stays in its melancholy kind of atmospheric vibe, where it's just a very simple, you know, piano, a bit of like a guitar, I believe, but you know, and I love the sound of Sinatra. I mean, I do enjoy his more classic sounding songs a bit more, just because that to me is what Sinatra is. But this song is just, it's such a black sheep in a way, where it's like, really? Sinatra has a signature sound, and then there's this song Cycles, to me, that kind of stands outside of his typical sound. And it is a more of a mature Sinatra, because you know, Sinatra in the 60s, I'm not sure how old he was, but he was making music in the 40s. So this song came out, I believe, in the mid or late 60s. And this album, again, I mean, it was a pretty popular album, but it wasn't an album that most Sinatra fans really are drawn into and don't really talk about a lot. So but this album, there's like quite a few songs off of this album that kind of have the same type of like sound. It's definitely a departure from his previous, you know, kind of Rat Pack, newer kind of 50s gangster type of sound, and I love it. So I love the song beyond everything.
Like I feel like I love this type of song more, just because I've listened to you listening to Sinatra like so much, like, you know, the last couple months, and like I love him, like, you know, sounding like this, sounding like so mature, so wise, like, you know, he's like, when I listen to this, I can just tell he's somebody who's kind of known everything. He's somebody who knows what he's talking about, and like he's somebody that you can trust, that, you know, whatever he's saying, it's real, it's true. And so that's why like this song really just hits me, because, you know, it's like sometimes you kind of just want to have that someone that will tell you that it's gonna be okay, and you actually believe them. Because for a lot of people, like, you know, if someone tells you it's gonna be okay and it's someone like young as you, it's like, how do you know? What do you know? But then listening to Sinatra like this, I can tell it's like, he knows. He knows. I believe him. It's gonna be okay.
He's been through the ringer. He's been through the trenches. He's been through the pain and the heartache. And I mean, it's Sinatra. He's been around the world. He's experienced every high and every low. And it, you know, like, Sinatra's just not another musician. You know, like, he's kind of like, you know, I know we do a lot of Michael Jackson on the channel, but to me, he's kind of like on that level where that man has truly experienced probably everything you couldn't, like, that you can experience. And, you know, he's probably been through, you know, many heartbreaks with friends, with, you know, past girlfriends. I mean, Sinatra was definitely a player, but I mean, like, you know, he was still a man of honor and nobility, and like, just hearing his songs, it's such a sophistication. It makes you want to dress up. It makes you want to become a better person. And this song to me kind of just like is kind of like the tail end of like a man kind of like looking back on his life and giving advice again to his kids or just again to the next generation. And you know, I don't really hear many Sinatra fans really talking about this song. I know the song is huge, like probably, but I mean it's not talked about, you know, when it comes to like top 10 or top 20 Sinatra songs. It's not really on a lot of people's lists. You know, I feel like this is my number one. Yeah, like, and again, like I love Sinatra. Like I love some of my favorite songs by him are Young at Heart, Pennies from Heaven, like just a lot of those kind of like from the 50s and early 60s. But this song to me stands above them all just because I don't know, maybe I love this song. I relate to it a bit more. It's a beautiful comfort. Yeah, it's a beautiful sentiment. So I love this, and we'll definitely be doing more Sinatra songs. I really hope you enjoy his other songs, but it's just us chilling and listening, and like you don't have to like all of Sinatra's songs. Yeah, right? I can't really lie. My face is so like you can tell if I like something, and I'm having like, you know, and I'm having a really hard time like making any compliments about it. But yeah, we'll definitely do more Sinatra though. Maybe I'll just listen to Sinatra with you guys, and maybe we could just kind of vibe out to it. Who knows? But thank you guys so much for watching. So again, you guys, thank you so much for like watching. And I just want to apologize for all the videos that we've had. We've just been having some technical issues with my microphone. And if you still kind of notice some like, you know, some kind of like echo, I just apologize. Like we're still trying to kind of get back into this, and my voice is just very shrill, and the more excited I am, the more like just high up it is. So I don't really know what to do about it. It's just who I am. But so I apologize for that. And again, I just want to really just thank everybody. I don't think you guys understand. Like I know like we've had like so much breaks. Breaks, and we've had comments like since 9 months, and you know, and we haven't responded. We haven't let you guys know what is happening. We are gonna have a live update, like, you know, after a couple of videos that we put out first, to just let you guys know what happened in this last year. But I'm just so thankful that you guys are still commenting. First is, you guys are still subscribed to us, and we are not like, you know, we're not uploading anything, and we haven't even responded to any comments. So we're just so thankful for that. Which we will be doing. We will be responding to every comment for this past 9 months. It just might take some time. It might take some time, but always leave us a comment, because we will always reply to 99% of them as much as we can. Yeah, because like, you know, we're doing this videos to kind of like, you know, to be able to kind of have an interaction with you guys, to talk with you guys. Like it actually makes us so happy to do this videos, and knowing that there's like people commenting. Honestly, we were so happy in the beginning that there would be like 1 or 2 people like commenting. We would just be like over the moon. And then now like we have like so much more people commenting, giving us recommendation and like telling us your thoughts. Like that actually like makes us so happy. And I know I haven't responded to this comment yet, but but somebody has like said us like we have so much comebacks than Michael has ever done. I get it, and like we're just so happy that you guys are still there. We're so appreciative of you guys, and we're so thankful. So again, just thank you very much for everything you guys have done, and you guys, you know, for you guys to still be there and like really just being part of our community. Thank you. Thank you guys so much, and until the next video. Yes, see you.